that innovators, visionaries are going to transform this continent.
For me, being a Harambean is really all about, the basics, which is collaborating to build the Africa that we want.
Really the essence of being a Harambean, that everybody's looking out for you and you are all looking out for the continent.
The Africa we want to see is going to be up to us. So it's daring to lead, it's daring to be bold and take on the big challenges.
We are driven by the underlying belief that ecosystems are built by visionaries and innovators. They need a supporting ecosystem for them to thrive.
We are solving the SME working capital problem for Africa. This is a $328 billion financing gap.
Market Force is digitizing the massive informal retail space.
I'm very excited to be investing across the continent. We've done 50 investments to date.
We back founders and teams using technology to solve large and meaningful problems across Africa.
If you book any kind of healthcare appointment in South Africa, I'd say there's a 90+% chance it's through our technology.
By 2050, there's going to be about 1 billion+ Africans under the age of 35, and our mission is to have them bank with Finger.
Networks become a flywheel. They start small, but as they grow, they reinvest back to the very ecosystems that built them.
Harambe as a community has been a really important part of my journey, and it's such an antidote to some of that loneliness that one can experience in the journey.
There's so much positive momentum toward problem solving. I think the more we can show that there is opportunity here, that businesses are able to really create lasting value, that will bring in more founders, more investors, more ecosystem players, and that's really important.
As Africans, we benefit very much from the legacy of our forefathers. I think there's a role of Africans today to continue building in that legacy for the future generations.
I think the spirit of Harambe is this vulnerability, this humility that I can't do it alone. You come to a place like the Mara and you see this everywhere. You see these symbiotic, harmonious, collaborative relationships.
Africa has a tendency of always looking to the West to solve our problems, to look for solutions, to model after. And yet when we look inside and we look to our past and we look to our traditions, we have it all here.
If you're building a business in Africa, you have an idea of what the problem you want to solve, how you want it to work. You'd better be ready to build all the underlying infrastructure.
Finding fellow Harambeans who've done this before or they are going through it, that's the biggest opportunity to collaborate, to peer mentor each other.
They're providing jobs and creating talent and skills that are benefiting other entrepreneurs in their same fields. It might be a spark here or a connection there, and they're really on their way, and that's what makes them really special.
I think the fact that it's rooted in this very African idea of Umuntu, Gumuntu, Gambantu, I am because you are, that in itself, every African in every language gets it. And I think that's why the Harambe Alliance is so important, particularly on this continent.
Even within the animal kingdom, the structures of their own societies are created for mutual benefit. And I think entrepreneurs can draw a great deal from that.
It takes an entire village, it takes an entire tribe of people who are guided with the same principles and values.
It's not only the impact that you can make through your business, it's the impact that your success creates to inspire others and then turn to each other and ask, how can I be of service?
That kind of human spirit is essential to get big and complicated things done.
All of the Harambeans, by definition, they're collaborative, they're cooperative, and they're ready to kind of turn back and take a hand and bring someone along with them.
Yet in the end, the Africa that our generation desires can be won. It exists, it is real, it is possible, it is ours.